Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Shilpa. Just wait for a minute so that the other can join, and after we'll be starting. Okay, beta? Chinmay, am I audible? Hello. Am I audible, Chinmay? Hello. Am I audible? Sambhav, am I audible, bacha? Sambhav, good morning. Am I audible?
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Very. Chinmay, I think there is a network glitch at your end, not mine. Sambhav, am I clearly audible?
Yes, sir.
Just wait for one more minute so that the other can join, and after we'll be starting. Okay. Navi, good morning, bacha. Uh, Chinmay, Prakar, Panabi, Sambhav, and Suryans, you are requested to turn your camera on so that I could take your attendance. After it, you may turn your camera off. Panabi,
So,
Suryans, yes,
so
Suryans.
actually, I have already told it to Shelly ma'am that in the computer, on the computer I am working.
Hmm.
It doesn't have a webcam, so I can't do it.
Okay, you are working on a PC.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Prakar, Pranavi,
Yes, sir.
you didn't listen me? Okay, so let's start the class. I'm sharing my screen with you. Samba, please tell me what are the topics we had covered in the class, from where we have to start.
The last time we were doing AI in content creation and we did till GPT-2.
Uh, Means we have started the AI application. I think
Yes, sir.
I told you about the healthcare system and all.
Yes.
Sejal Swasthya. So let's start the class. I'm sharing my screen with you just in a minute. Please be online. Just a minute. So my screen visible to you? My screen visible to you, bacha?
No, sir.
Yes,
Is
sir, it
it?
is.
Now it is visible. My
Yes,
screen
sir.
visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start with the term task. Tasks requiring the ability of thinking, perceiving, learning, problem solving, and decision making are known as cognitive tasks. Amisha. Hmm. Where is Pranit today? Sambhav. Sambhav.
Yes, sir.
Beta cognitive task. What do you understand by the term cognitive task?
Mm, but I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Okay, not sure. Anyone else? Prakhar?
A set task that requires logic
Uh,
and deep thinking.
what kind of tasks that require logic? Means to say machine has a different kind of task. We are providing the input to the machines and machines are behaving as a human. So how can you relate it with the cognitive task?
So the decision making part where the AI
Decision making
predicts
part. There was
something.
a term inductive to deductive which I taught you in the class. What do you understand? Can you relate the inductive to deductive term here in the cognitive task?
Yes, sir.
How? Please explain.
Sir, basically to analyze anything
Uh,
and to predict what it is it actually is.
hmm.
The machine needs to make critical calls, so that is a part of cognitive thinking.
Who gave the concept of cognitive thinking? Any idea?
Yes, sir.
Who gave the concept of cognitive thinking?
No idea, sir.
Anyone else? No need to use the Google.
No idea.
Anyone? There's a scientist, Jean Piaget. What is it? Jean Piaget. Kindly note down the name. Jean Piaget gave the concept of cognitive thinking. I'm writing here the name of the scientist. Wait a minute. Jean Piaget gave the concept of cognitive thinking. Basically, cognitive thinking is directly related to our what? Thinking organs. Okay, organs. But how it is possible to for the machines to develop the cognitive thinking? Anyone? Prakar? Chinmay,
Sir,
how it is possible for the machine to develop the cognitive thinking?
sir, by learning,
What kind of learning it is?
sir, deep learning or machine learning.
Deep learning and machine learning. Basically, it works as a neuron system, neural networks. Okay, it works on the neural networks. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Now
Yes,
let's
sir.
move to the next one. Uh, we have to start from AI ethics.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, ethics. What do you understand by the term ethics? Have you ever heard a term protocols? प्रोटोकॉल
Yes,
टर्म्स
sir.
प्रोटोकॉल टर्म सुनिए क्या होता है प्रोटोकॉल बताओ
Yes. Sir, like rules and regulations,
रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस और एथिक्स क्या है
moral
Moral
rules.
moral rules.
moral anyone else there are basically four ethics first one is data privacy next is AI bias next is AI access and AI inclusion let's discuss one by one first one is data privacy what do you understand by the term data privacy swastik
Sir, that data should be private.
data should be private Achha, if the data should be private how you are accessing the data how the machines are accessing your data first moral issue self-driving cars. An ethical dilemma arises when the car's algorithm must choose between hitting a small boy or damaging the car and injuring the person inside. The developer's morality is transferred into the machine. The choice made by the machine reflects the developer values. Next is the developer must consider such ethical dilemmas while developing cars algorithm. अब जो फोर्थ पॉइंट है इसका मतलब क्या है ये बताओ संभव what is the meaning of the fourth one this one
So the developers should think that if in future anything happens because of its product, like for example, self-driving cars hits a person, then
Hmm.
who will be responsible for that?
if I
Either
am
the driver or
if
the
if
developer.
if I am providing you all the resources if I am providing you all the machinery required all the equipments required to make a model ठीक है और मैंने बोला कि तुम्हें एक ऐसा मॉडल तैयार करना है कि जिससे जो बच्चे जो अगर इस क्लासेस में नहीं आ रहे हैं या अटेंडेंस नहीं हो रही जिनकी वो स्कूल नहीं आ रहे हैं वो स्कूल आना स्टार्ट करें तो तुम्हारे उसमें एथिक्स क्या होंगे मुझे सिंपल सा एग्जाम्पल तुम्हारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज क्या बनती है तुम्हारे मोरल एथिक्स क्या बनते हैं
Can you repeat the point again?
सॉरी
Can you please repeat the point again?
please. I'm repeating the point again. If I am giving you all the resources, all the requirement, whatever is required for you. मतलब मैंने तुम्हें सारे रिसोर्सेज प्रोवाइड करा दिए सारी मशीनरीज प्रोवाइड करा दिए मैंने तुमको बोला संभव यू हैव टू डिजाइन एआई मॉडल कि अगर कोई बच्चा स्कूल नहीं आ रहा है तो उसके पेरेंट्स को अगर कोई स्कूल से स्टेप आउट करे तो मैसेज जाए उसके पेरेंट्स के नंबर पे स्कूल में स्टेप इन करे तो मैसेज जाए और जिस दिन नहीं आ रहा है उस दिन उसका भी मैसेज जाए उसकी पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड के साथ ठीक है तो तुम्हारे इस मॉडल को लेकर क्या एथिक्स बनते
It should be unbiased, unfair,
हैं अनबायस्ड एंड अनफेयर हाउ इट शुड बी अनबायस्ड एंड अनफेयर
fair.
कैसे होगा ये अनबायस्ड और अनफेयर
तो उसका ट्रेनिंग डेटा अनबायस्ड होना चाहिए.
हाँ
तो उसको ट्रेन करने के लिए अनबायस्ड डेटा यूज करेंगे तो
अब
मॉडल भी अनबायस्ड
हाँ
होगा.
वेल डन व्हाट माय पॉइंट इज लेट्स सपोज जैसे मान लो स्कूल में प्रिंसिपल के प्रिंसिपल का बेटा भी पढ़ रहा है ठीक है और अदर भी स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ रहे हैं बहुत सारे लोग पढ़ रहे हैं अब उसमें बायस क्या हुआ कि बायस तो तब हुआ ना कि मैंने कोई किसी की अटेंडेंस भेज रहा हूँ किसी के मेरे मेरे लिए सारे बच्चे एक से इक्वल है ठीक है बात समझ में आई Clear?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Sir,
हाँ, please. Yes. Please ask. Sir, you were going to ask something, no?
sir, I was not going to ask something. I reverted to you. Yes.
I
Next
think you
is
said yes, sir, but on this side.
so next point is data privacy. Swastik, Swastik, are you there?
Yes.
Please read this point. Data
Yeah.
privacy. And after that I'll explain. Please.
Data privacy. The world of artificial intelligence revolves around data. Every company, whether small or big, is mining data from as many sources as possible.
What? As I
More than
told, beta, wait,
70%.
just a minute. In the class, in the offline class, I told about the data mining. What is it? Amesha. Amesha, are you there? Chinmay.
So data mining.
Data mining.
Sir, in data mining, we scrape data from sources.
और कौन कौन है क्लास में? Sujal Bhatt, good morning. Sujal, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, bacha. Please, what do you understand by the term data mining? Any idea, anyone? Prakash Saxena?
Extracting useful data from large data sets.
Has means to say extracting the patterns. Yeah, we can say that knowledge from the large amount of data. और अब इसको एक्सट्रैक्ट किया कैसे जाता है? Any idea? बताओ.
By the application of data science.
By the application of data science. एक स्कूल का सर्वे का एग्जांपल कंसीडर करके समझने की कोशिश करते हैं कि व्हाट इज डेटा माइनिंग. हम लोगों ने सुपरवाइज लर्निंग में क्या पढ़ा था और सुपरवाइज और अनसुपरवाइज में?
बेसिकली लेबल डेटा से जो जिस मॉडल को ट्रेन किया जाए वो सुपरवाइज लर्निंग होगा, और जहाँ पे अनलेबल डेटा सेट से ट्रेन किया जाए वो अनसुपरवाइज.
अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग होगा. और मैंने कौन सी एल्गोरिथम बताई थी सुपरवाइज में बेटा? संभव.
नेव बेस.
नेव बेस. और अनसुपरवाइज में
K-mean.
के मीन
के
बेस.
मीन एल्गोरिथम. और देयर वाज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द सुपरवाइज और अनसुपरवाइज कि अनसुपरवाइज में क्लस्टर्स बना रहे थे. ठीक है. जब आप क्लस्टर्स को डिफाइन कर रहे थे, अगर मुझे एक बात बताओ, अगर तुम किसी स्कूल में एडमिशन लेने जाते हो तो तुमसे किस तरीके का डेटा कलेक्ट किया जाता है? क्या तुमसे किस टाइम सोते हो, किस टाइम जगते हो, ये पूछा जाता है? बोलो.
नो सर.
क्या खाते हो, कहाँ घूमने जाते हो, पूछा जाता है?
नो सर.
नहीं पूछा जाता. तुमसे क्या पूछा जाता है? द थिंग विच वट एवर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द स्कूल पर्पस, लाइक योर नेम, योर पेरेंट्स नेम, योर कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर, योर एड्रेस, लास्ट स्कूल. ठीक है. पासिंग मार्क्स, ये सब पूछा जाता है. मीन्स टू से at that time school is trying to extract your data from the different data available with you. Understood my point? समझ में आया?
यस सर.
So in data mining there is a process known as the data cleaning. Data cleaning removes the noise and inconsistent data. What do you understand by the noisy and inconsistent data?
which is
Noise.
not required or which is not clear that what is
Wait a
exactly in
minute.
the data.
Your voice is breaking, Sambhav. Who is answering? Sambhav or someone else? Swastik.
Yeah, I was asked.
Swastik, please. Repeat it again. Swastik, please repeat it again, bacha.
Sir, I wasn't answering.
Then who were giving the answer? Who's giving the answer? Someone was answering now. Then who was giving the answer? Swarnima?
But I was giving the answer.
Yes, Sambhav. Please repeat it again.
I was saying that noisy or inconsistent data is that
आराम से
which is not
बेटा
which
ट्रेन
is
है क्या
not which is not in
ओए
cluster or which,
ओए सुन ट्रेन है क्या आराम से
which is not in proper format, which is not in proper patterns,
मुझे
which
सिर्फ
does not have
इतना
any proper
बताओ how
patterns.
can you remove the noise from the data. There is a term in the data cleaning process, removing the noise and inconsistency from the data. What do you understand by the noisy data? Any one of you?
Sir, irrelevant data.
अच्छा एक टर्म पढ़ी होगी आउटलायर्स पढ़ी है ना
Yes,
क्या होती है वो
Sir.
आउटलायर्स तुम्हारा आंसर ठीक है स्वास्थ्य आउटलायर्स क्या होते हैं
sir, outliers are those outcomes which are not desired.
which are not desired means to say irrelevant. So noisy data means removing cleaning data process data cleaning में एक process होती है इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं removing the noisy or inconsistent data means to say removing the irrelevant data. Clear?
Yes.
चलो स्वास्थ्य पढ़ो इसके आगे से.
More than 70% of the data collected till now has been collected in the last 3 years, which shows how important data has become in recent times. It is not strongly said that data is the new gold. This makes us think every app collects data in one or another
Other
form.
form.
Where
But
do we collect data from?
कहाँ से
Why
data
do we
collect?
need to collect data?
Next.
One of the major sources of data for many major companies is the device which all of us have in our hands all the time, smartphones. Smartphones have nowadays become an integral part of our lives. Most of us use smartphones more than we interact with people around us.
Next. Plastic.
Yes, sir.
Sambhav, you start with it.
Why do these apps collect data? To provide us with a lot of facilities and features which have made our
अच्छा,
life
there is a
easier.
term why do these apps
So,
collect data? But why these applications sells the data so much? Why there is a need of selling the data for the application without your consent?
Sir, please repeat the question.
I'm just asking. There's a term why do these apps collect the data? Just asking. ये applications data को sell क्यों करते हैं?
Sir, to gain money.
To
Gain money.
gain money. अच्छा, without your consent they are selling your data. और तुम लोग कुछ कर भी नहीं पाते हो हम लोग कुछ कर भी नहीं
They
पाते.
have already taken the consent in the form of
Beta,
privacy
stop.
policy.
Wait. Pratha, wait. I'm not asking for you. Anyone else? Swarnima, please give me the answer of this one. Swarnima,
Yes, sir.
हाँ बेटा. ये एप्लीकेशंस डेटा को सेल करते हैं, अभी जैसे प्रणीत बता रहा था टू मेक मनी, लेकिन अब तुम्हारे कंसेंट के बिना ये एप्लीकेशन डेटा को सेल कर रहे हो, हम लोग कुछ कर भी नहीं पा रहे हैं, क्यों? प्लीज लेट मी नो बच्चा। यस संभव प्लीज। अच्छा संभव तुम रुक जाओ, तुम तो बता ही लोगे यार। संभव और प्रखर के अलावा कोई बताओ। स्वास्थ्य। सजल। सजल। अच्छा।
Yes, sir.
हाँ बेटा, ये एप्लीकेशंस डेटा को सेल कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, विदाउट एनी कंसेंट। हम लोग इसका कुछ कर भी नहीं पा रहे हैं, क्यों? ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? टेल मी क्विकली बच्चा। बताओ भाई संभव।
Because we ourselves accept all the terms and conditions that are there.
Exactly. When we install any application and we sign up on that particular, they ask for several permission and they ask for terms and condition. At that time, we are not just reading the terms and condition. We are just going to click on it, click on it, click on it. At that time, we are giving the permission to sell our data to the different kinds of companies. Okay? Chalo. Sambhav now start.
Customize recommendations and notification according to our choices, make their app more accurate and efficient. Sensors which are there in your smartphone and gather data. First, accelerometer helps running AR applications and track steps. So what are AR applications?
Augmented realities applications.
Okay. Second, GPS, location data. Third, gyroscope, orientation data. Fourth,
Gyroscope. Gyroscope.
magnetometer.
Gyroscope पता क्या होता है? What do you understand by the gyroscope? पता है नहीं पता?
No,
Something
sir.
related to measure.
एंगुलर वेलोसिटी को मेजर करने के लिए यूज किया जाता है, ठीक है, किस हम एंगल में किस चीज मूव हो रही है। जायरोस्कोप का मेनली यूज तब होता है जब हम कंपास वगैरह यूज करते हैं ना अपने बोर्ड में। चलो नेक्स्ट।
Fourth, magnetometer, direction and magnetic field data.
ये दोनों
Fifth,
कॉम्बिनेशन करके एक
biometric
साथ
sensors.
आइरिस, फेस डेटा और बायोमेट्रिक तो पता ही होगा तुमको। लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। डेटा प्राइवेसी। नाउ प्रकार स्टार्ट रीडिंग। प्रकार।
Data privacy. We need to understand. Yes,
कैरी ऑन।
yes, sir.
कैरी ऑन कैरी ऑन।
Data privacy. We need to understand that the data which is collected by various applications is ethical as the smartphone users agree to it by clicking on allow when it asks for permission and by agreeing to all the terms and conditions. But at the same time, if one does not want to share his or data
अच्छा,
with
इज देयर
anyone,
एनी,
he, she,
वेट अ मिनट, किसी ने ये 40 मिनट से ऊपर वाली मीटिंग का लॉगिन ले रखा है क्या? पेड ले रखा है किसी ने? तुम में से किसी ने जोड़ दिया? चलो रहने दो, कोई बोलेगा नहीं। प्रकार एक बार स्टार्टिंग से पढ़ो इसको। प्रकार। प्रकार
yes, sir.
स्टार्टिंग से पढ़ना एक बार बच्चा।
We need to understand that the data which is collected by various applications is ethical as the smartphone users agree to it by clicking an allow when it asks for permission
Permission
and by
and by
agreeing to
all the terms and conditions.
all the terms and conditions. But at the same time, if one does not want to share his or data with anyone, she can opt for alternative applications which are of similar usage and keep your data private. For example, an alternative to WhatsApp is a Telegram app which does not collect any data from us. But since WhatsApp is more popular and used by the crowd, people go for it without thinking twice.
Understood? Means to say they are just taking our consent without our consent. If we want to use their application, we have to we have to fulfill their terms and condition. Means to say we have to agree with their terms and condition. If we are agreeing with their terms and condition, then we are giving them to access to share our data. Clear? Now next is AI bias. Okay, carry on. Okay, we will start.
AI bias. Another aspect to AI ethics is bias. Everyone has a bias of their own, no matter how one tries to be unbiased. We, in some way or the other, have our own biases even towards smaller things. When we talk about a machine, we know that it is artificial and cannot think on its own. It can have intelligence, but we cannot expect a machine to have any biases of its own. Any bias can transfer from the developer to the machine while the algorithm is being developed. Let us look at some of the examples.
अच्छा ये बताओ,
Majorly,
वेट मुझे ये बताओ कि कैसे किसी एप्लीकेशन को बायस या किसी को अनबायस फील कराओगे मशीन के टर्म्स में.
the data
Training
acquisition
data.
के टाइम पे हटा देंगे bias.
हाँ, ट्रेनिंग डेटा से संभव
Data
तुमने
acquisition के टाइम पे
एक
bias
एक एक मिनट, संभव तुमने बोला ट्रेनिंग डेटा से, है ना?
Yes, sir.
कैसे हटाओगे बताओ?
तो जो हम ट्रेन करने के लिए डेटा यूज कर रहे हैं वो हमें अनबायस चाहिए. अनबायस हम लेंगे अगर रिलायबल सोर्स.
रिलायबल, इसका फर्स्ट एग्जांपल पढ़ना जरा संभव बेटा, फर्स्ट रीड द फर्स्ट एग्जांपल.
Majorly, all the virtual assistants. Sorry, sir.
फर्स्ट एग्जांपल पढ़ो.
Yes, sir. Majorly, all the virtual assistants have a female voice. It is only now that some companies have understood this bias and have started giving options for male voice. But since the virtual assistants came into practice, female voices are always preferred for them over any other voice. Can you think of some reasons for this?
Just a moment.
Second point.
No, let me explain this one. First point is majorly all the virtual assistants have a female voice. But some of तुम्हारा point तो यहाँ पे गलत prove हो गया. It is only now that some companies have understood this bias and have started giving options for male voices. But since the virtual assistant came into practice, female voices are always preferred for them over any other voice. Can you think for some reason for this? क्या reason हो सकता है इस चीज का?
Because it's more polite.
Polite. अच्छा, तुम्हारा कहने का मतलब अपने लोग polite नहीं है.
No,
अपने
sir.
आप को ही गलत प्रूव कर रहे हैं. हद है यार.
So that's what I said that for making unbiased AI model, we need to train it using biased data. But in this case, we are using it only unbiased data. It is only female ones.
ठीक है. व्हाट माय पॉइंट इज, मेरा कहने का सिर्फ इतना सा मतलब है कि इन्होंने फीमेल वॉइस को क्यों चूज किया ओवर द मेल वॉइस। मोस्ट प्रोबेबली कभी कभी अगर तुम लोगों के फोन पे किसी, अगर कस्टमर केयर से किसी लड़की का बात फोन आए या किसी का भी कॉल आए, फीमेल का कोई फोन है, तो उस चीज को सुनते हो, ठीक है, एकदम से निग्लेक्ट नहीं करते, डिस्कनेक्ट नहीं करते। लेकिन अगर वही मेल वॉइस से तुरंत सुना है, रखो यार, ठीक है, खत्म करेगा, तो ये बायस ही तो है। ठीक है।
सर ये तो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है।
हाँ, ये डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एग्जैक्टली। चलो प्रखर, रीड द सेकंड एग्जांपल।
If you search on Google for salons, the first few searches are mostly for female salons. This is based on the
अगेन
assumption that if a
प्रखर,
person,
प्रखर अगेन डिस्क्रिमिनेशन।
uh,
पढ़ो।
on an assumption that if a person is searching for a salon, in all probability it would be a female. Do you think this is a bias? If yes, then it is a negative bias or positive one.
अब बताओ, ये नेगेटिव बायस है या पॉजिटिव बायस, जल्दी बताओ।
नेगेटिव।
क्यों?
इक्वली ट्रीट नहीं कर रहा है।
अच्छा, पक्का? सक्सेना जी, आप बताएं।
Sir, the negative bias.
चिन्मय वर्मा।
सर नेगेटिव बायस।
चलो गर्ल्स से भी पूछ लेते हैं, अभी आएगा सर पॉजिटिव बायस। हमेशा।
सर तीन ही है बस, और कोई नहीं है।
भाग गए ये सब। चलो
सर
हाँ, तो वैसे कौन सा बायस हुआ? If you search on Google for salons, the first few searches are mostly for female salons. This is based on the assumption that if a person is searching for a salon, in all probability it would be a female. Do you think this is a bias? Yes. If yes, then it is a negative bias or positive one. So it is a negative bias अगर आज के टर्म पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखा जाए तो, क्योंकि आज के टाइम पे सभी लोग जिस सलून्स के बारे में सर्च कर रहे हैं, हर चीज के बारे में, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट चीजों के बारे में सर्च कर रहे हैं। बेटा ये जो भागे हैं ना प्रखर, इनके मुझे नाम बताना कल क्लास। चलो लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन, एआई एक्सेस। एआई एक्सेस। संभव, स्टार्ट रीडिंग बेटा क्विकली, वी डोंट हैव इनफ टाइम, ओनली 1 मिनट।
AI access. Another aspect to AI ethics is bias. Everyone has bias to their own, no matter how much one tries to be aligned. We in some way or the other have our own biases, even towards smaller things. Since artificial intelligence is still a budding technology, not everyone has the opportunity to access it. The people who can afford AI-enabled devices make the most of it, while others who cannot are left behind. Because of this, a gap has emerged between these two classes of people, and it gets widened with the rapid advancement of technology. Let us understand this with the help of some examples.
एग्जांपल पढ़ो, एग्जांपल है ही नहीं इसका। चलो पढ़ो इसको फटाफट।
AI creates unemployment. AI is making people's lives easier. Most of the things nowadays are
But
done in just a few clicks.
how AI
If you
is
don't,
creating unemployment? AI is giving the employment to the people, na? But if someone knows how to make the machine, if someone knows how to do the coding and all, then AI is giving the employment to them. But how AI creates unemployment? Anyone?
Sir, AI takes over jobs, so creates unemployment.
But they, as